Hey everyone, welcome to Ultimate Awesomeness podcast. This is me, Steven, Laura, and my co-host Zach.
I'm here. How's it going?
And sorry I started bringing back this podcast because my previous co-host decided to stop making What's Your Issue because apparently it was very time consuming and it seemed like he didn't have time to do this podcast and a whole bunch of other podcasts. So he didn't have time to do the What's Your Issue podcast and a bunch of other podcasts he was doing. So he had to cut out a few. Yeah.
You do so many podcasts and you're done for.
Yeah, because apparently he has kids and
That's the first mistake.
and he has a wife, and that's juggling all of that is just a lot. So yeah, so he had to cut this one out and a few others. So I decided to bring the podcast I originally had back. So here it is.
Too good. And you got an even better co-host now.
Okay.
I doubt it.
I don't know.
Let's see how it goes.
Oh, man. So, the first thing I'll talk about is that Lucifer got renewed for fifth and final season by Netflix. Yeah, and
To be honest, I haven't seen past the first few episodes. Is it good?
I like it. I enjoy it. I think it's good. I've been watching it since the first season, and I was disappointed when Fox canceled it, and I was happy and surprised that Netflix had decided to pick it up for a fourth season. And
Netflix are pretty good at that, though.
Yeah.
Whenever something gets cancelled, Netflix is just like, oh, we'll take that.
Yeah. I just kind of wish that they didn't just, because I'm not sure the ratings were enough. I know Netflix doesn't release their ratings information, like how much people watched it.
Yeah.
And it looks like they only had enough money, like it got only enough viewers to have one more season, and just let the writers end it on their own terms. But I'm not sure it's gonna be a perfect ending that's gonna fill up all their storylines that they made up on the fourth season. Cause
it's either gonna be fantastic or it's gonna be terrible. Let's go with that.
Yeah, I don't.
Everything up nice and neatly and just pull it off, or we'll have a real lost situation on our hands.
Yeah, because they introduced a lot of new storylines in season 4, and I don't know if they're going to close all of that in 10 episodes for the fifth season.
No way.
Because the fourth season only had 10 episodes. I know, it's just no way. So it's like, I don't think they really meant it to end as 5 seasons. I think they was hoping to get more, but I think Netflix is only giving one more and that's it. Yeah. So
Bad show.
I don't think it's a bad show. There's a lot of good shows get canceled so quickly. Oh man, and this is getting really today and yesterday was getting really annoying for me because all these shows that I like are getting canceled, and it's just getting annoying. I really don't like seeing shows get canceled.
I think they're just trying to take a personal dig at you, maybe.
Nah, I don't. Maybe, okay, maybe. You're pushing my buttons already. Oh, man.
We'll find out.
Yeah. What is it? Because already another show got canceled today, which was Swamp Thing. I've seen it.
This just came out. I feel like yesterday I was seeing Swamp Thing released.
Yeah, it came out last Friday and already got cancelled.
I've been hearing good things though, I think.
Yeah, it was a good one. I actually saw it. I actually saw it
I didn't see it, but
well,
anyway.
I don't know how you're gonna see it because this is what I hate. The DC Universe streaming service is not available internationally. It's only available in the US.
That's right. So this one's not laziness on my part. This is DC trying to screw me over.
Yes, because they only and they said, and I read another news report that WB is reevaluating the DC streaming service because it's not doing so well. And of course, it's not going to do so well because you're freaking only releasing it to the US. No one internationally can see it.
You've got a pretty good business model there.
And it's
screw everyone not in the United States. That's what I say.
Yeah, and I noticed they did put it on Netflix. I mean, they put Titans on Netflix for internationally, and then
Yeah, we got Titans.
I noticed. I even heard on Reddit that Doom Patrol got released on HBO Europe.
Right.
Just like yesterday, and I just don't think WB knows how to organize anything. It's just nothing's ever planned when it comes to WB. They really don't know how to plan their freaking DCU movies, and now they don't know how to plan this shit. It's just you guys need to get organized there for real. It's just.
Yeah, I don't really know what they're trying to do over there, but I wonder what they mean by reevaluating. I feel like Warner Brothers, they just hide stuff. They're yeah, no, Ben Affleck's directing, he's writing, starring, directing. Don't worry about it. Next week, nah, he's gone.
Yeah. It's not.
DC service being reevaluated. Next week it's going to be, it's cancelled and we're deleting everything to do with DC. Cool.
Yeah, that's what it feels like they're going to start doing. And they said they're going to either put the DC Universe service with the WB streaming service, and the WB streaming service was supposed to have HBO and Cinemax and other WB content and the DC Universe, and it's just, and they're gonna sell it at a $16 price point.
Oof.
I know that's a lot of money US dollars. I'm not sure.
That's a lot of dollars. That's I don't know the exact conversion rate, but that's about $1 million here. How am I going to afford that?
Oh man.
We don't even have a Patreon. I'm never going to get that, man.
Oh, you're not even sure you're gonna get it in your country. That's another thing.
Yeah. It's just, oh damn. I need to get out of here. Australia sucks.
I guess so.
I mean, we may not have Warner Brothers streaming, but we do have lots of spiders, so.
Well, I heard you have a lot of weird animals over there.
I mean, I don't think they're that weird, but they probably are. I mean, kangaroos are just giant rats, right?
Yeah, I can see that. And yeah, I just don't know about this. They said that if people don't want HBO Cinemax, they'll make it cheap. They have a cheaper
Yeah.
a cheaper version without this HBO Cinemax, just the W content that's not from HBO Cinemax. So, and I guess the DC Universe is added to that as well. I'm not so sure.
What's even on the HBO Cinemax thing? What even is that?
I think The only thing I know that's on, I don't know what's on Cinemax, but I know HBO has Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
Westworld, and a bunch of other shows I don't care about.
I feel like HBO make all their money off Game of Thrones.
Yes, I just don't know.
That.
I never actually seen Game of Thrones.
Man, I watched the first season when it came out like years ago, and I was like, alright, there's a lot of here. Maybe not. Maybe this isn't good. And then the other day, when the last episode aired, I was like, yeah, I'll watch that. Why not? I'm sure I don't need the like 7 seasons in between. I watched that, and everyone's losing their mind. Like, this is the worst. Goddamn HBO. I'm like, hang on. This episode was brilliant.
Well,
I didn't understand anything that was happening, but man, it was pretty sweet.
and I only saw the first episode and have not come back. I haven't found time to come back to it.
Yeah. I hear there's a lot of filler, and I really don't like that.
And I only saw the first season of Westworld, and no, I saw the first 2 seasons of Westworld. I keep forgetting it was 2 seasons. Yeah, I saw the first 2 seasons, and the third one is coming soon. That's the only. That's when I signed up my HBO subscription, was went to see Westworld, and I was gonna see Game of Thrones, but I haven't gone to it. I haven't. Me and my boyfriend hasn't found the time to actually watch Game of Thrones. And guess who?
There's just so much. It's kind of intimidating.
So yeah, I guess I'll come back to it eventually.
Yeah. Eventually.
Yeah, but HBO with their $15 a month is just bananas.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, and there's like only a few shows that's probably worth watching.
I mean, there's like one. I don't watch Game of Thrones, so it's just Westworld.
And I heard I saw the trailer for Watchmen, because they're gonna make a Watchmen show for HBO,
Yeah.
and that was pretty interesting. And I'll see what that's like when it comes out.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about a Watchmen TV show.
No,
I hope it's good.
I hope it's good too.
I kind of would also just like them to leave Watchmen alone.
Oh, I really don't. I have a different opinion.
Alright, there's drama already.
No, it's not drama. You could have your opinion. It's just I like the Watchmen characters a lot, and I like to see more stories of them.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty content with just the original book. I think.
Oh,
I think that's got me.
because I'm liking Doomsday Clock, and I did like Before Watchmen. That was actually pretty fun. I don't know if you've read or heard about Before Watchmen, huh?
I'll allow Before Watchmen. That could slide. Doomsday Clock, I haven't even read, so I don't know.
Well, I'm enjoying them. I'm having a fun time with it. So,
What do you think of the movie?
I like the movie.
Oh, we're all good there. Pretty good.
I really love the movie because the movie has a better ending than the book. I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't like the whole alien thing. It was just kind of weird for me.
It's a little bit much.
Yeah, and the book is a little bit dated. Like, I really don't care about the pirate stuff and the newspaper thing. I didn't really care for that because it had nothing. It barely had anything to do with the main plot.
Yeah, this is true. But
Yeah, and because there's different reports on why Swamp Thing was canceled, and later on there's huh?
I think at least that was something.
Yeah, because yeah, Swamp Thing got canceled. I mean, it's just they said because there's some like apparently it was like some miscommunication with North Carolina because they filmed the TV show in North Carolina, and for some reason North Carolina probably didn't give them the money they're supposed to be getting. Like something to do with taxes. I really don't know much about it. I'm confused as fuck when it comes to that. I really don't know how capitalism really works, but
Well, let's just blame it on Donald Trump, and then we're good.
oh god. So yeah, apparently North Carolina didn't have the money for the TV show, and they probably signed a lot of things to WB, and apparently they came out short. So I guess they went through some financial things over there, and I think Swamp Thing is just canceled because of budget reasons, and it's just I don't think WB has getting enough money from the streaming service or North Carolina. That's what it is, and I think this will be. I don't know. Maybe in the future, be bye-bye to DC streaming service, and it'll probably be relaunched with the WB one, and it's just once again WB being unorganized with their plans and how business is supposed to go.
They totally know what they're doing.
Yeah, right. I don't know. They're not like Disney. Disney knows how to plan things and just go with a plan. They never. WB's like just fuck the plan, just do whatever you want, and just let things collide. And it's like whatever.
Disney, I don't know if I like this Star Wars plan though. I will say that.
Oh.
I don't know how I feel about Star Wars. I just want to know the one movie, and I'm not getting it yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure you're gonna get that one.
I just want Ewan McGregor in a desert for like 2 hours. That's what I want. That sounds incredible.
So
News.
yeah, the next news. All right. Another 2 shows that got canceled.
Everything's going.
Yeah, I know. It's really getting annoying. Getting all these news reports from Newsarama. Syfy and Deadly Class. I mean, not Syfy's Deadly Class and Happy got canceled. Cause yeah, so there's not gonna be Happy season 3. There's not gonna be Deadly Class season 2, and I haven't seen Happy season 1 or 2. Cause
I don't think we have Deadly Class. I'm not sure, but we definitely have Happy.
yeah, I know it's on Netflix. My boyfriend started watching the first season by himself, and he was supposed to wait for me, but he didn't. He got impatient, so yeah, he started watching it this week. And I was like, I'm busy trying to get this new job, and it's just.
But like everything else, I'm making up my mind. I'm gonna say Happy, best show ever.
Oh, you started watching it?
I watched the trailer.
Oh. So the trailer already clarifies best show ever.
Yeah. It's got I don't know his name, but the actor is the dude from Wet Hot American Summer. So
yeah,
it's the best show ever.
I noticed Patton Oswalt's a little fairy-looking horse thing.
Yeah, it's epic.
Yeah, and
Should really watch that. I'm gonna watch that.
I'm gonna watch it anyway. Even though it got only 2 seasons.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more inclined to watch a show after it's cancelled because I know there's an end to it.
You sure there's probably a cliffhanger end?
I'd rather that than just getting millions of seasons of garbage.
Oh god.
I'd rather know I can stop at some point, you know?
Oh.
There was like 30 seasons of that shit, right?
Well, it's 15, just to be accurate.
It stopped at 5?
It's supposed to stop at 5, but CW wanted to give it more seasons, and it kept going.
I was trying to keep up. I just couldn't do it. There was so much. And now that it's finished, I've started watching it again because I'm like, I can do it. I know there's an end road.
Yeah, I really like how it's gonna lead up to the end because I've been watching it since what was it, season 4? When season 4 started, I started watching it because my brother had told me to watch it, and I started catching up, and I did caught up eventually, and then so yeah, since season 4, I started watching Supernatural, and I haven't liking on and off. Like there's I was liking it until like season maybe 13 or 14. It's just I've been having mixed feelings about it because I liked some episodes and then I started to hate it. I'm like, they need to just end this show because I think they're running out of ideas at this point. Just end it. And my wish came true. Apparently, they decided to end it next season. And I'm like, yes.
Supernatural.
Because I almost got pissed off with the season finale for season 14. I did not like what was going on there. And yeah, me and my friend was hating. It was like, do we really want to watch the next episode? Because I hated this episode that's leading up to the finale. And we watched that finale. It's, oh my god, our opinions just changed. It's like, okay, we want to see how it all ends. So apparently, one episode changed our minds. It was weird, but yeah.
It's just an emotional roller coaster.
Yes, it is.
Season 7, I think, like the Leviathans. I was like, this is the worst.
Oh yeah, it was the worst season of Supernatural. I think.
I was struggling. I was like, this is horrid. And then, like, after that, it starts to get good again. It's like, well, now I gotta keep watching.
Yeah, it did get good again. So yeah, it's an emotional roller coaster. And I had the same problem with Arrow because it seems like CW has a bad track record when it comes to season 7. Because I did not like Supernatural season 7, did not like Smallville season 7, and I didn't even like Arrow season 7. It's just terrible.
That's just the unlucky number.
Yes, I thought 7 was the unlucky number.
Is 7 like a legit unlucky number? Is that a thing?
No, it's supposed to be a lucky number, not the unlucky number. Because when you win the
CW is just backwards as fuck.
yeah, because in the casino, if you get lucky number 7 3 times on the slot machine, you get tons of money. But
That makes sense. I'm on board.
yeah, that's how I know it's a lucky number.
Tell anyone involved with CW not to go to it. It will not end well for you guys.
Yeah. Oh my god. And so yeah, so and I really did like Deadly Class. I saw the first season.
So, what is Deadly Class?
It's a comic book series from Image made by Rick Remender and Wes Craig. It's about a whole bunch of high school kids that were trained to be assassins, and they're dealing with going to school and being assassins at the same time, and they have to live in a fucked up world, basically.
It's a relatable situation.
Yeah, because they're poor.
Assassin training.
Yeah, they're poor and they're trying to live life through being an assassin. It's like weird that they getting recruited to the assassin school, yet they're poor as fuck. And they got terrible lives, terrible parents, terrible teachers. It's just darkness and depression everywhere. But I like it.
I want to watch this now. This sounds awesome.
Yeah, it only has one season, but the book has been going on for a long time.
I just checked though, we don't have it.
Oh, god damn it.
Big sad for me. But I've got Happy, so I can watch that, I guess.
Yeah, and what disappoints me is that they didn't put Deadly Class on any streaming service. They only put it on live TV, and I was only able to watch it on Spectrum app. So
That's stupid. Live. No one uses live TV. Get out of here with that garbage.
yeah, get out with that garbage. I agree. Who the hell watches live TV now these days?
Even Australia's a backwards old time country, and we don't use live TV. Come on.
So yeah, they were only basing their ratings on live TV, not Netflix, and it's just all the ratings weren't good. Of course they weren't fucking good. No one's watching live TV. Only apparently only got 355,000 views for the first episode, and I'm like, Jesus, that's terrible.
That's just like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and stuff as well. They're trying to put it on TV.
Oh yeah, but it got one. It has another. It got saved by NBC, and
I just watched that, like stuff like that on there.
but that one I watched it on Hulu, so I'm cool with that. I watched the Brooklyn Nine on Hulu, so yeah. Yeah, I am kind of sad that Deadly Class is canceled, and it left on a cliffhanger. I really want to see how Volume 2, because I've been reading the comic books. I read into Volume 3. I haven't read past Volume 4, because my comic book club, they only got to Volume 3, so. But my boyfriend jumped ahead. He went to go read Volume 5, 4, 5, 6. I don't know what volume he's on, but he just kept reading.
He's left you behind again.
I know, he loves doing that. Because the thing is, he has an impatient flaw, so he gets impatient.
That's so rude.
So there's some things we have watched and read together, and there's some things that we haven't read or watched.
Next, whatever he's jumping ahead on gets cancelled.
Yeah, I know that. I noticed that. Oh man.
Is there anything else cancelled? Let's get all the bad news out of the way.
No, there's nothing else cancelled. I think that's about it. And yeah, and I never read Happy because I heard about it real late, and I heard there's only 4 issues for the comic book, and for some reason there's 2 seasons. I don't know how much story there is in that book, but I guess I'll see it.
Sure.
Yeah, I
2 seasons? Nah, they're all good.
I gotta see what
Unless they're trying to do like 1 episode per panel.
I think that's impossible.
I'd watch that.
So, alright, for News Around, I got there was the Django and Zora movie announced.
Yeah, I heard about this. Is it legit?
I think it's legit. I mean, they've been reporting it everywhere, not just the website I went to.
Is Tarantino going to do it?
Yeah, they said he was involved, because before they said there was news reports that they wasn't sure he was involved, but this time that he is involved.
He's involved. I feel like he's just going to produce it or something. I don't think he'll be directing.
Yeah, because they said that he's just involved. They don't say if he's going to write. Because they said there's another writer there, which is Jericho Carmichael, has signed up to adapt Django. Means Django, not the Django, because my boyfriend corrected me on that, because I have not seen the movie. Yeah, he told me the D is silent, so I have to stop saying that. It's Django. It's Django / Zorro. And yeah, they said that based on the comic book, it's set years after Django Unchained. The Django Zorro finds slavery era hero living near Chicago, his wife Broomhilda. while continuing his work as a bounty hunter. His latest job leads him to Zorro as an older man. The two get along, and with Django signing up to help Zorro and free local Native Americans from local Native Americans from slavery. So yeah.
I wasn't on board, but you've got me on board.
It seems interesting, and they already have a comic book that deals with the story. And I never read the comic book. I bought it, but never read it. It was there because I had not seen the movie. My boyfriend saw the movie, and he decided to buy the comic book on Comixology, and never read. He hasn't read it. It's just sitting there, and I haven't read it either. So I had to.
I've seen the cover for it, so I can tell you it's great. It's fantastic.
That's sarcasm, I think.
The movie's good.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'll check it out.
Probably a little bit long, but the last act, it takes a while to get there, but it's so good.
Yeah, it seems interesting. I mean, you have a black guy team up with a Mexican guy, so it would be awesome to see that team up. I just wonder if they're gonna have a new Zorro or they're gonna use Antonio Banderas. That'd be awesome. Have Jamie Foxx team up with Antonio Banderas. Yeah. Yes, that would be awesome.
That would be the best movie in the world.
Yes, this would be awesome. This would be an awesome crossover.
Fox to get the twiddly little mustache as well. Everyone has the mustache.
Yes. Just do it.
Just do it. And make it a movie.
Yes, I want this movie to go already. It'll be awesome. It's a great idea. There's also the news from Deadline that they showed a picture of Wonder Woman's Golden Eagle armor for Wonder Woman 84 movie.
I saw this as well.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I like it. It looks exactly like the one in the comic book. It does show it there. I mean, because I didn't know there was a costume like that until I ran into it on Twitter because I had a different news report, but that news report didn't show the comic book picture of that costume, and I found one on Deadline that actually had the picture of what it's based on. So that one. It looks pretty interesting. I mean, I don't know if you see the costume is based on.
I haven't seen what it's based on, but I've seen what they released for the movie, and it's very colourful.
Yes, only the background is colorful. The costume itself is just gold, and everything is reflecting it. That's what it basically is.
I'm not sure how I feel about the old gold costume. I don't know. I like the red, blue, and white on Wonder Woman. I feel like that looks real sweet.
I think I'm not sure if it's gonna be for one scene because it's only based on a specific costume, and they barely use that costume in comic books.
It might just be like in the third act or something.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because I remember I saw pictures of Wonder Woman before, months ago, of the Wonder Woman movie, and it just had her regular costume. So in some scenes she has a regular costume. I guess some scenes she's gonna have this gold one. So
she can pull it all off. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I think the movie's still really good. It's just a costume.
Posters for these movies are just awesome. Like the for the first Wonder Woman, I remember the poster for that was like the coolest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And it was just like her on the beach or some shit, but it was just really colourful. And they're still like, oh, let's just throw a rainbow onto the screen.
Well, they did throw a rainbow kind of thing here with the gold costume. I don't know what.
I like it a lot. I'm excited.
Yeah. What is it? Okay, so I got this other thing for Newsarama with Elizabeth Hurley is playing as Morgan Le Fay in Runaway Season 3.
How do you feel about this?
I think it would be. I think I'm interested. I think it's interesting because at first I did not remember who Elizabeth Hurley was. I'm like, who is that? I saw the woman. I saw her. They had pictures of her, and then I looked at her IMDb, and it was the actress from Austin Powers, and it reminded me of Austin Powers, how he went out with his ex-wife's daughter in the future, and it's just, I know, gross. But that was the humor of Austin Powers. I liked it back then. I loved Austin Powers, so.
I don't know if I ever liked Austin Powers, to be honest.
Oh. It's okay. You cannot like. You can like not like Austin Powers. It's fine.
I don't know. Not for me.
Okay.
Elizabeth Hurley, I think this is good.
Yeah, because I think I like Runaway Season 3 on Hulu. Not Season 3. I love Season 1 and 2 on Hulu, and I'm excited for Season 3, and it's pretty interesting to have Morgan Le Fay. I read her in the comic books, and I think she's a pretty interesting villain, and I like to see what they do with Runaways Season 3, because she was never a Runaways villain, but I guess they want to throw a villain in there. Huh?
They change it. I don't care.
Yeah, it's fine, because I would want to see the Runaways go against Morgan Le Fay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's in the Marvel Universe, so it doesn't matter to me.
This is true. This looks good. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I want to see her costume too, see how she looks.
Yeah. A lot of the Marvel TV shows turn out quite well costume-wise, I think. I think it'll look good.
Yeah, I have been liking a lot of Marvel TV shows. It's just that some shows have less budget than others, and that's the only thing that really bothers me is the budget. And I think that's why Swamp Thing's budget didn't do so well, because they put so much money into that TV show, and they can't even afford it for another season. Whatever.
That was a big go. Swamp Thing's so good, though. Why couldn't they just do it right? Come on, Warner Brothers.
I mean, they did do the TV show right, it's just that they don't have enough money for it, for another season.
We want more, though.
I know, right? I don't know what they're gonna do, because it's still news updating constantly about what's going on, and I have no idea what's going on. So now from Newsarama, I got that there's DC reveals a new young adult graphic novels and a DC Black Label books.
Yeah.
And one is based on Teen Titans Beast Boy. 'Cause I know they have the Raven one coming out this month.
Yeah.
And now they have a Beast Boy one.
Yeah, there's like a Joker and Harley one, yeah.
Yeah, that's a Black Label has a Joker, Harley Quinn. It's called Harley Quinn Criminal Sanity. Yeah, and is the writers from Cami Garcia and the artist is Mike Matthew and Miko Sanya. I think there's gonna be two artists, and it's pretty interesting. I think because it deals with Harley Quinn. Um, it's a reimagining of Harley Quinn talking to Joker again. So it's a different. It says it feels new and original. So hopefully it's a new experience. Because how many times can you do that type of story with Joker and Harley Quinn? I've seen it in Batman the Animated Series. I've seen it in the comic books, and I've seen it in Arkham Knight. Not Arkham Knight. It was one of the Arkham games. But
I think that's like tapes of it in silent. This
Arkham Origins. Yeah, it was Arkham Origins.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So they're doing it.
I think they'll do something.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting to see that. And for the young graphic novels, there's gonna be there's gonna be Oracle Code. They have no description of what these books will be about, but the Oracle Code is with Oracle. The writer is Marky Nipcam, and artist is Manuel Patero, which I have no idea who these people are. But I know it's about Oracle, which seems pretty interesting. And then there's Gotham High. I know this one's announced before, but it still hasn't come out. It's from writer Marcela de la Cruz and artist Thomas Pitilli. Don't know those people either, but it deals with, I guess.
These people, they sound good.
I think it deals with a book of Gotham characters in high school or something like that. And then there's.
I changed my mind. That sounds awful.
Well, these books are trying to fit young adult demographics. So it's for young adults. And I've read a few of them, and I did like the Catwoman one. I did like the Mirror one, but I didn't like the Superboy and Damian Robin one. That one was terrible. I read that one. I didn't like it. And then you have Shadow of Batgirl, which is from writer Sarah Kuhn and artist Nicole Gox. And then there's The Lost Carnival, a Dick Grayson graphic novel. Writer Michael Marcel and artist is Sass Millage. Don't know any of these writers, but
just assume I never know any writers.
Well, you just started, didn't you?
I'll know all the big name ones, but none of these people know one.
They're not big names ones. Those people are definitely new. That's all I can say.
I know all the ones that just everyone knows, like your Grant Morrison, your bloody whoever. And I know all the ones that are preaching on got here, and that's it. That's all I got.
And now there's Tom King. He's Tom King jumping off of Batman. This was reported last week. I wanted to talk about it. Yeah, so Tom King is he said he'll continue his story in a 12-issue run in Batman and Catwoman. Batman Catwoman series and it's drawn by Clay Mann. And that one states to debut in January 2020, and it's supposed to continue his storyline because they're taking him off the Batman book, and his final issue will be Batman 85, number 85 will be his final issue. It comes out in December. So they apparently took him off of Batman because the books weren't selling so well. So it's like, we gotta take him off the title. And
is he?
huh? I don't like it. I hated it. I just didn't. I was reading it until I decided to drop it, and I did read it back and forth because my former co-host did read that series, and there was times where people were talking about it. I was like, oh great, so let me just pick up the book just to be in the know of what's going on, because I'm not liking this book so far, and still didn't like it, and it's just now everybody's realizing what I realized, that the book fucking sucks. I didn't like it since the Iron Bane storyline, and it was goddamn terrible after that, and it's just, I'm not reading this book anymore. I decided to read it again when the wedding was happening, when the wedding that didn't happen, that was supposed to happen, and that was terrible. I was like, I'm dropping this book again. I don't care for it, and now they finally decided to take him off, and I'm just happy because I'm wondering who's gonna take over Batman after he leaves.
Yeah. Hopefully, come on.
And I don't know what this.
Batman, come on.
Because I think everybody got pissed off that they had this whole entire marketing of Batman and Catwoman getting married at issue 50, and the plot twist was, dun dun dun, they don't get married. So it just pissed everybody off because they bought all these books leading up to them getting married for it to not happen. And it's like, there you go, DC and WB just they just tricked you into buying all these books for it to not happen. This was a marketing plan. That's what it was. They're running your money dry.
They're just so good, man. I know what they're doing. Oh.
And then I guess that caused more sales to drop because DC apparently, I think, or maybe Tom King and DC got cocky and thinking, oh, don't worry, they'll keep buying it because it's Batman. Because it's Batman, they're gonna keep buying these books. It don't matter what we do. And apparently, it does matter what they do because the book is going bye-bye. They have a new writer, which they haven't announced who the new writer is. I wonder who it's gonna be. I just hope it's James Tillman the fourth, because I loved his Detective Comics run. I loved his Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I think he's the next person to write the main Batman series. I think they should give him a chance, because he really knows how to write Batman well, much better than Tom King.
They've given it to this bloody Tom King bloke for so long. And then they're letting him finish the storyline in Batman and Catwoman.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be the storyline that he wanted, because...
Probably not, but either way, surely they can get someone to it. If Tom King's ahead of it. That's what I'm saying.
Because, I mean, because it looks like they decided, because in this Batman and Catwoman book, they decided to put Catwoman and Batman together, which a lot of people wanted. And DC did not pay attention to that until now. So it's like, oh, we didn't give you what you wanted all this time. The thing that he was really pissed off about, like, months ago, about not them being married. We could have put them together, but not married. So, because DC, after that wedding, they decided to split them up and Catwoman never be part of the book again. She just goes into her own book, which I have been liking. And I don't know. I think fans weren't happy that they weren't together. And I think now the decision is to put them back together in a 12-issue book to complete the storyline that he's supposed to be doing or whatever.
I guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah. I'll see how it turns out. Maybe I'll start picking up Tom King's Batman again and see what was going on. And then,
let's just pray someone else gets put on that knows what they're doing.
Okay, the last news is Robert Pattinson as Batman.
Here we go.
I think I don't know. I really don't know if he's going to be good or bad, because the only movie I've seen him in was Twilight, and I hated that movie.
That's fair. See, I think I'm holding out hope that he's going to be great.
Yeah.
He's got the jawline for it, for sure.
Yeah. He does have the young face for Batman, because it's supposed to be a younger Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this takes place in the past of the DC EU.
He can hit the gym, put on a little bit of muscle.
Yeah, I think so.
I was like you. I'd only seen him in Twilight, and even then I don't really remember it because I think I tried to block that shit from my memory. So during the week, I actually watched. There was 2 movies apparently that Matt Reeves made his choice based off.
Yeah.
Good Life is one, and then Good Time is one, and High Life is the other.
Oh.
So I watched both of these. They're apparently 2 of his best.
Okay, so I'll check those out.
I watched them. Good Time, I recommend. That was bloody awesome. It's like he's a low level criminal, and he's trying to break his brother out of like hospital and jail and whatever. It's a wild time. Despite what it's called, it is not a good time. No one's having a good time.
Maybe he's supposed to trick you.
Yeah, it's bait. That's some classic Warner Brothers marketing right there.
Oh. They love tricking us.
They love it. They thrive off it.
Yeah, they sure trick us with these shows.
And then the other movie, High Life, I watched that as well. It's some weird space movie. He's like on a space station with his daughter or whatever. It's a weird artsy movie, and that one I don't recommend. That was some weird shit, man.
Well, I guess you have your good, bad apples and your good ones. I don't know.
So, I don't know. It's a weird movie, but nothing out of those really scream Batman.
No. Well.
But they're very, very different from Twilight. So.
Well, I guess it can prove he can act. I guess.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So I'm holding out hope. I think this is gonna be good. I like Matt Reeves.
I don't know about Matt Reeves that much. All I know is that he did Planet of the Apes, which I have not seen. So.
Okay. That's a really good trilogy. I like it a lot.
Oh. I have not seen it, so I have no opinion.
That's where you're wrong there. Doesn't matter if you've seen it. Make an opinion.
I know, right? You're supposed to make an opinion, even if you didn't see it. That's how it goes, apparently, in this world. You can have an opinion without seeing something.
Yeah, that's what I say.
And somehow your opinion is valid and it counts.
Always valid, and it's always the correct one.
Yep. No opinion matters. If you haven't seen it, that's the greatest opinion of all.
That's right. When it comes to cancelled TV shows,
Or even video games. You haven't played a video game and somehow you hate it. There it goes. You have the right opinion.
Now you're a real reviewer.
All right, so